Have you ever stopped to wonder why some animals seem to perceive things we can't? Some say dogs bark at nothing, cats stare at a fixed point in the void, and birds change their behavior without apparent explanation. Is this just instinct? Or is there something much greater, something spiritual that goes beyond our comprehension? What if I told you that animals can be true invisible protectors, silent guardians who see what's hidden from our eyes? Imagine how many times you felt watched. While home alone, only to have your cat simply stare at a corner of the wall for no apparent reason, or when your dog growls at something you can't see. Is it just a coincidence, or are they reacting to a spiritual energy present there? If animals have such heightened senses in the physical world, why couldn't they also perceive spiritual dimensions? There are reports of people claiming their animals have saved their lives in inexplicable ways. Dogs that refuse to let their owners enter certain places, cats that lie on sick people as if to absorb the pain, birds that change their behavior as if sensing something bad. Could this be just a coincidence, or a clear sign that spirituality works through them to protect us? Many ancient cultures already believed this. In Egypt, cats were revered as spiritual guardians, capable of warding off negative energies. Indigenous peoples saw animals as spiritual guides, bearers of sacred messages. Could the spiritual science behind these beliefs still manifest itself today, but we are blind to it? Think about it. How many times has your pet acted strangely just when you were sad, anxious, or surrounded by conflict? How do they know they need to be by your side in these moments? And why do they seem to react to something invisible that you can't explain? Perhaps it's not just affection or intuition, but rather a deep connection between them and a spiritual plane that operates silently but truly. If animals can sense earthquakes before they happen, if they can sense climate change before anything else is predicted, what would prevent them from also picking up spiritual signals? Isn't it intriguing to imagine that they could be the bridge between us and an invisible world? Could every unprovoked bark, every fixed stare, or every shiver you give when you see your pet reacting to something you can't see actually be a warning? What if animals are more than just life companions, but true spiritual shields, absorbing negative energies to protect us? How many times have you heard stories of dogs and cats changing their behavior immediately after something bad happens inside a house, as if they were purifying the environment? Before we continue and reveal how you can identify spiritual signals through animal behavior, leave a comment. Have you ever witnessed something like this with your pet? And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so, because it's crucial for us to continue exploring the mysteries and truths of spirituality and energy together. Now, get ready, because what you're about to discover could completely change the way you view your pet. Perhaps, after understanding these signs, you'll never again view their behavior as mere coincidence. Notice how the animals around you react so peculiarly at certain moments. They don't speak our language, but their gestures, looks, and behaviors seem to tell silent stories. In the second part of this spiritual dive, we'll uncover the most obvious signs that animals not only perceive invisible energies, but also act as true spiritual guardians of our homes and lives. One of the most striking signs is when your pet starts acting agitated or overly attentive for no apparent reason. Have you ever seen your dog bark or growl at an empty corner, or your cat stare intently at something you can't see with dilated pupils as if confronted by a presence? These behaviors aren't random. In many spiritual traditions, this is seen as a response to subtle presences, good or bad, that temporarily inhabit the environment. Another powerful clue is a sudden change in behavior. Animals are extremely sensitive to the energies around them. When there's a negative spiritual charge in a place, they may show signs of discomfort, such as avoiding certain rooms, hiding for no reason, or even becoming restless. On the other hand, when the energy is positive, they approach, lie down in specific spots, and seem to find peace there, as if charging their strength. With that vibration, we mustn't forget the protective role many animals play. There are impressive reports of dogs and cats who, without any logical explanation, position themselves between their owners and the void, as if to block something invisible. It's as if, somehow, they sensed their mission goes beyond the physical world, acting as natural barriers against forces we can't see. And the most fascinating thing is how they react to our own energies. Have you ever noticed that when you're sad or burdened with worries, your pet tends to come closer and stay by your side, almost as if absorbing your pain? Some spiritual scholars claim this isn't just empathy, but a true act of energetic cleansing. They connect with you, drain emotional burdens, and help restore your spiritual balance. Now imagine if all this isn't just a coincidence, but a natural ability these beings have always possessed. Could it be that while we live immersed in the noise of the world, they continue to hear and perceive what we forget to feel? Perhaps animals are a living reminder that spirituality is much more present and active than we imagine, and it doesn't stop there. Some subtle signs can also indicate that an animal is perceiving something beyond. Attentive movements toward the ceiling or empty windows, unusual vocalizations, or even sudden changes in sleep and eating habits. These are small clues that, together, form a bigger picture, a picture that points to the existence of something beyond what meets the eye. Before we move on to the next part, where we'll reveal simple and powerful rituals to harmonize the spiritual energy of your home with the help of your animals, leave a comment below. Have you ever seen your pet react mysteriously to something you couldn't explain? And if you're not yet a subscriber, subscribe to the channel now, because this is where we'll unveil, step by step, everything that spirituality has been trying to show us through our invisible guardians.